Now, the second category of scenarios that we want to solve is really standalone apps. And Adobe Air is our long-term solution, and we're working to bring Air to a number of devices. But right now, it's really challenging to get applications not only to run reliable, but to even get installed at all. And you can build mobile applications with Flashlight today and build standalone apps, but the experience really has a bunch of issues. So let's take a look at what running a Flashlight application is like today. So Zeke.
Great, thanks. So this is a shipping Nokia N95, which comes with Flash. And so you can start the application menu and start the Flash player. And down at the bottom here, you can choose Succubus, which is a nice 3D game done by CGB Live. So here's the game here. I'm not great at this game, but I'll show you basically what it looks like. You have this character here who can walk through the gate and climb around.
So next time I see you doing some very, very important work on your phone during a meeting, I'll know what you're really doing.
That's exactly right. This is my equivalent of solitaire.
So the thing about this is that, you know, the game is pretty cool. It's a nice application, but it's really kind of odd to launch, and it's hard to get your app distributed.
That's right.
And another problem is that if a user doesn't have Flashlight already installed, they're out of luck.
That's right.
So to address this, we're introducing today a developer release of the Flash distributable player for smartphones. And what it allows you to do is to create an application with Flashlight 3 and directly distribute it to open smartphones, starting with Windows Mobile and Symbian. And what it allows you to do is to build your app and package it up, to distribute it to either via content aggregators or on your own website, and then install it. And this includes not both your application and Flash, and this can be done over the air. So Zeke, can you show us what this new experience is going to look like?
Definitely. So in my inbox, I have an SMS message to this same application. And you can see that it's a sysx file, which is a native Symbian installer package.
So this is just somebody sent you an SMS.
That's right.
With a little link to say, install my app.
That's right. And normally this would be over the network, but I decided to cache it locally, so let me just use this file. And the first thing that we do is we install the application, like any other native Symbian app, into the phone's memory. And you see after a few moments, it'll download and install the application. And now I can go to run it. So I'm going to go back to the home screen and go into installed apps. And down below I can see that I now have an icon for Succubus, whereas before I had to go inside the Flash player first. So let's launch that. But what it's noticed is that it actually requires Flashlight 3.1, and this phone came with Flashlight 3. So I'm going to say yes to install it. And I'll install it off the wireless LAN. And in a few moments what we'll do is install the new Flash runtime along with a catalog to find more content. Again, I'll choose into the phone's memory. And launch the application. So just...
That is a much better experience.
Much better. Thanks, Mark.
So this capability is being made available today at Max as a pre-release, so you can start using it and packaging your applications for deployment. And over time, this is going to evolve to Air on mobile devices, but you can get started building mobile apps that you can easily install and get that Flash player out there. So we've got three revolutions happening at once: multi-service, multi-user, and multi-screen. So what will the future be like when all of these come together from a user's perspective? To visualize this, I'm going to ask Ted Patrick to come up and bring a phone from the future. Now, you have to remember that when you look at the future, a lot of things appear bigger than they actually will be when you get to them. So this will undoubtedly shrink down when the future arrives. But what this is a phone that not only allows me to make a phone call, but it actually understands all of the devices in my home, which is here on stage. So what I can do, for example, is I can point over here, and I wish you could see this. We were supposed to have a cameraman, but when I point, you can see that it lights up. And if I turn away, it doesn't detect it. So Ted can use his tablet PC of the present, which is a very elegant device. And what we can do is we can take photographs and I can just flick them to the screen. So I'm flicking pictures of my trip in Europe, and I think Ted has some from back home in the USA. And so as I turn, I can also point at this TV over here. And I'm having a hard time getting the signal to pick up. Well, I think what's happened is my TV has not entered the future with me. Are you having problems with that too?
I can't get to the phone of the future.
You mean, well, I have the phone of the future. You have the laptop of the present. So that's not working. But I can come back here and flick some more stuff. I can also flick, for example, stuff other than photos. I can flick a song. And you'll see it brings up a little media player. I can pause it. I can play it again. I can continue flicking photographs. Ted, do you have anything else that you can put up there?
You know, I've actually got a game.
You brought a game?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, the jelly game.
Want to play?
Yeah. Now, since I have a phone of the future, it has, gyroscopic sensors, so I can just play like this one. Ted has to putz around with this. It's not helping me much. He wins every time.
So what's interesting is everyone's going to actually get a chance to play this game tomorrow morning.
So this is actually a social game, and it's multi-user. So if you come before the keynote tomorrow, we'll have it set up, and you can actually play this on your computers of the present.
That's it. So come tomorrow morning.
Cool.
Thank you. So you see here we have adobe.com/go/keynote, and if you go to that link, you can. There's information on all the things I've talked about today, and it has information on sessions that are related to what we discussed. So thank you very, very much, and have a great time here at MAX.
Both PC and Mac can run it. People love it. Yeah.